All right, welcome back to the We Is Smart podcast. This is B-Dub.
TK, Tommy K. I can't remember my name.
And as I put, it didn't come up, but as I put on my screen, this is What's Up, Doc Lib.
What's up, Doc Lib? What's up, Doc?
Exactly.
Anyways, we are back.
There it is. I see it now.
Yeah, probably
Doc Lib. Where's mine? There I am.
Yep, there you are.
I see. On my computer end, if you put your cursor on the screen, then that person's name comes up.
It pops up. Yeah.
We're not really supposed to be cursing on this.
Yeah, we're not supposed to be. It's a family show.
Bad boy.
I think I think the family part went out a long time ago.
Well, yeah, but
anyway,
I'll stop cursing.
You'll stop cursing.
Cursoring.
Anyways, well, we are back after
B-Dub's ahoy bon voyage.
It says I have made it back to land from beyond.
How was it?
It was great. As I was telling you guys off air, I didn't want to leave the boat. I wanted to stay on it forever. And then, of course, Gary brought up
to the anchor or something. No, I'm not going. I'm staying.
Yes, I was holding on to the rail, going, "No, I don't want to get off." No, but when you go from, the temperatures down there in the Caribbean were high 70s, low 80s, to come back up here where it's snow and 10 degrees out, I'm just like, I want to be down there.
High sevens and
yes.
When it gets below 20, it doesn't matter if it gets -1 or -10. It's still cold.
It's still cold.
At 2 above.
Yeah.
So what's the point? So bring that. You should have brought that weather back with you.
It warmed up the day he come back and started.
Yeah, you're right. That's true.
You see, I only brought enough back for one day.
Yeah.
The next day it got cold again.
It's too expensive. The tariffs on it were too high.
See, I knew it hit me in the ass somewhere. In the water.
The sun shines bright at certain times.
Yes. But anyways, we have a lot to cover today because with it being February, there's a lot going on. Of course, we had the Super Bowl earlier this month. We are celebrating the love holiday, the Hallmark love holiday of Valentine's Day, and also the Winter Olympics is going on. So we're going to kind of talk about each one here or there or all together. The archers are going after the Valentine's Day holiday. But anyways, so let's start off with the Super Bowl. I got some facts. I don't know if you guys watched it or not. If it was entertaining,
good part of it.
A good part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So
the first half was a little boring unless you really, 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 really like defense. Which defense was really good, but the second half kind of got a little bit exciting. So
probably when New England finally scored.
Yeah.
So,
I really didn't watch much of it. So
I didn't. Which is weird. I didn't. But even when the Bengals were in the Super Bowl, I didn't really watch it until the day after, just because of my work schedule. Because of my work schedule, I was in bed before the Super Bowl started because I had to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning.
You have to get up in there.
Yes. So it's like I didn't really get to. So to me, it's just another game. And if it's one I really want to watch, I'll watch it.
Just think of your poor friends that are Browns fans. I'm sure you have a lot. They've never had the opportunity to even watch their team in the Super Bowl.
True. Maybe one day they will.
Maybe.
Maybe the team has to leave first and come back before that will happen again.
Well, yeah, the real Browns actually has won Super Bowls. They just changed their names to Baltimore Ravens.
Baltimore Ravens. So, but maybe the Bengals will make a trip back there sooner than later.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Sorry, you didn't mean to what?
Interrupt you.
But anyways, so I got a couple
That's
facts.
my job, Gary. See how you
That's
do
right.
that?
I'm sorry. Tommy K's job.
Well, I got a
Good thing we're not
couple
unionized.
interesting facts when it comes to Super Bowl Sunday. First one is the first Super Bowl was played in 1967 when the Packers defeated the Chiefs. So I thought that was interesting. You know, Super Bowl Sunday is widely considered an unofficial American holiday, with watch parties and traditions across the country. I never done those watch parties or anything like that.
No.
So I'm in it for the commercials.
Well,
but anyway,
me and Tommy K was together and had a seed group.
Yeah,
in our little town, and we every once in a while would have a watch party, a Super Bowl party over at the lady's house who hosted our seed group. But I really prefer watching sports at home.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Do you know no Super Bowl has ever ended in a shutout? Both teams scored in every game, and technically it almost happened last Sunday. It almost was a shutout if New England wouldn't have scored.
Mm-hmm.
So,
what was the final? I forget.
Was it 27-19 or 2019? Now you're gonna make me look.
Oh, you are the king of Google.
Yeah, I know.
Google Meister.
Yeah, look it up because I can't.
Google Meister.
29-13, yeah. Was the final.
Yeah, I was kind of rooting for Seattle because I believe in my heart that New England's already won enough of them things.
Gary, that sounds like a country song. I believe in my heart.
Yeah, exactly. My wife, my dog.
At the Super Bowl.
Wow. That's what happens when we get off tangent. Here's another fact. There's never been a fatal or career-ending injury during a Super Bowl game, despite the physical nature of the sport.
What about Tim Crumry? Did he come back and play? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I know who you're talking about.
I think he did come back and play.
I think he did come back and play, though.
That was pretty horrendous injury.
I didn't see it actually happen. I was able to finally see the video or whatever. It's like, oh, that's sick. It's almost like Theismann's leg break.
Yeah.
That was just...
Well, and I'll give you this. If you ever want to go see the Super Bowl live, the average Super Bowl ticket price this year is about $8,000 on the resale market, with premium seats selling for much more.
I'm sorry, that's disgusting.
It is.
No, don't apologize because it is disgusting.
Yeah, it is disgusting. I mean, we're not disagreeing with you. But here's the thing: the average U.S. household spends roughly $90 to $100 on food and beverages for Super Bowl Sunday, and it ranks second. Super Bowl Sunday ranks second only to Thanksgiving in total food consumption nationwide.
Wow.
That's funny.
All the wings and chips and burgers and stuff. Yes. Super Bowl commercials among the most expensive ad spots on television, with brands paying millions for a single 30-second spot.
Yep.
And for many viewers, the commercials and halftime show are just as important as the game itself. So,
I'm curious. I mean, I've noticed over the years. Well, we talked earlier about the commercials a little bit. I mean, the Budweiser frogs were so cool, epic, whatever you want to call it. And there are many others. The list goes on and on and on. I don't know how far back, though, where it just started to dwindle.
Yeah.
Where it seemed like you saw more corporation, Budweiser, brought to you by blah, blah, blah.com or whatever. And it's like, I'm curious how many commercial ads don't have a tag with a .com.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just seemed like everybody's like, "Ooh, there's money in this."
We're in a .com era, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a good business to not have a .com.
Yeah, I mean, that's how a lot of these companies like GoDaddy started, was from a Super Bowl commercial.
That amazing entertainment venue, K-Dub, has a .com.
Yes, it does. KDubRadio.com.
Woohoo! Oh. Where's our card holder lady walking through?
Yeah, I know.
You're her.
Yeah. All right, if Tommy K is dressing up in bikini with the card holding, I'm walking the other way.
Okay, AKA Vanna White.
I'm sorry. I'm not. No.
Let me get my thong song on.
No.
Are you going to sing?
Well,
sing a song?
Wait, I can get the high note.
Oh, you definitely could if you're wearing a thong. Well, speaking of thongs, our next topic, we're going to talk about Valentine's Day.
Yeah, well, that's a good segue.
Yes, it is.
I'm trying, guys.
And I believe our beloved thong king, Tommy K, has a top 10 list.
Yes,
Top 10 thongs?
Top 10 thongs of all time.
I broke the G string on my guitar. I do have a top 10 list for it being Valentine's Day. Whew. Top 10 ill-advised Valentine's Day gifts to get for the ladies.
Okay.
Top 10 ill-advised Valentine's Day gifts to get for the ladies.
I wonder if a thong is on there.
Let me do a rewrite.
All right.
Oh,
when you're ready.
I think I'm ready.
Okay, number 10.
Nil, nada, nothing.
That should be number 1. Number 9.
The Craftsman 20,000 series 1200 drawer rolling tool cabinet.
I need one of those.
Again, this is it for the ladies.
I know it's for the women. But what if they're handy?
That's true.
Handy. that would be great for them.
The Craftsman.
Yep. Anyways, number 8.
A 40-quart stainless steel stock pot to hold the hot water that you're in for forgetting the holiday.
Yes.
Well, if you got that, then you wouldn't have forgotten the holiday.
Exactly.
True.
Number 7.
Pads with wings.
Oh, God.
Refer to the TikTok videos.
What with wings?
Pads
with wings.
Oh, I think it's pat. I was going to say tattoo.
Oh, that video is hilarious.
Yes.
Pads with wings.
Number 6.
A copy of the Valentine's Day poker night invite to all the fellas.
That's just to remind her that we need food.
Yeah.
Number 5.
2 Hungry Man Salisbury steak dinner meals, a la mode, of course, for dessert.
Wow. More hungry man.
Treat them well. Number 4.
Her honeydew list dipped in gold.
Wow. Number 3.
It's the honey didn't list, right?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
20 greatest ESPN top sport moments on Betamax.
Oh, boy. Beta what now?
Yeah.
Yes. Number 2.
A dozen dandelions with a big bag of weed killer.
For all those women who like to weed in the springtime. And the number 1.
The number 1 ill-advised Valentine's Day gift to get for the ladies. A new fertilizer spreader to distribute. Number 2, with the loving note, Happy Valentine's Day, honey. Have at it.
I want you to spread your love all over the lawn.
Exactly.
I mean,
you'll be in deep, you know what? You'll be in deep fertilizer. You did that.
Yeah, you're going to be deep fertilizer for that. Spreading seed all over the lawn.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you, Tom and Gary.
I don't even think I could see our lawn yet to do any fertilizer.
No, I mean,
I see part of it.
I could see.
Not I could drive by and see your lawn too, but I mean, well, I couldn't drive, but I could walk by or something.
Hey, dogs! There you go. Have at it.
Yeah. Oh, my dog. That's the thing. My dogs, they want to keep licking the snow and ice that's on the deck. I'm like, you stop.
Not the yellow kind, right?
No.
Bad dog. Don't eat yellow snow.
The wise American once said that. Don't eat yellow snow.
As Frank Zappa said, don't eat the yellow snow. So you can pee on it, but don't eat it. So
look, I drew a yellow snow angel.
Well, speaking of snow, getting on.
I thought you were going to say, speaking of pee. Thank goodness.
No. Speaking of snow, our last topic, which was supposed to be the big one, but everything else ran with it, is something that happens every 4 years, and I'm not talking about leap year, and that is the Winter Olympics. Of course, this year it's in Italy, and just thought, I didn't know if you guys were watching it at all or following it at all when it comes to the Winter Olympics compared to the Summer Olympics, or if it vice versa, or it doesn't matter.
To be honest, I have the luster of the Olympics has kind of dimmed since they started letting professional athletes in. So I'm not really nearly as interested as I used to be in the Winter or Summer Olympics. So to answer your question, I've listened to some, few things and some talk shows talking about it, but I haven't watched a single minute of the Winter Olympics.
Okay. So I guess you don't have a favorite sport or event that you look forward to during the Winter Olympics.
Well, hockey.
It's
if I was going to pick one, it'd probably be hockey.
Okay.
And that's probably the more highlighted of the professional athletes being let in.
Yeah, exactly.
Basketball, because of team sports, I guess. That's just my opinion. I agree with Gary as far as that. It has lost its allure, if you will. Gary, am I interrupting you, or were you finished?
No.
Okay. I was just going to say, I enjoy watching the Olympics. I don't like, I got to get home to watch the game or whatever. What I do like is that I think they do a great job of broadcasting the Olympics. Like, they'll do a prime time and then they do the after hours, if you will, kind of thing. And I like that because to me it kind of helps the viewer as far as like, they got to work late or whatever.
Yeah.
And they still have an opportunity to catch a little bit in some way, shape, or form. And there too, if they really wanted to watch an event with, like we were saying earlier, with social media in today's world, .coms and stuff, that they can find it to watch it. Yeah. So I agree with Gary. But I do like the fact that it's like there, but it's not pushed on you.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Wow.
And that's a big thing, like with streaming services like Peacock, which is like the home of the Olympics.
Yeah.
For both winter and summer, you get that opportunity to watch sports that you probably wouldn't watch before because you have the luxury. You don't have to watch it during prime time. You don't have to watch it when it's first on. You can watch it later on if you want to, after it's broadcast, so that way you can kind of see what's going on. And I know the one thing I like when it comes to Peacock, and not that they don't do this anywhere else, but they have a multi-view. So you can see 3 different sports at once. Sometimes it's the same sport and it's just different games, or it's different events. So you might be watching, one screen might have curling on it. The next one might have, ice skating on it. Next one might have, the other one might have hockey on it. So, women's or men's. So you're kind of watching, and you can flip, the sound on each one if you want to listen to, watch one. So that part I like. That way I'm seeing, multiple ones when it comes to, sports and events. Which kind of brings me to my next question. Is there a sport event that you didn't pay attention to at first, but after watching it, you become a fan of?
If I may, you touched upon curling, or you mentioned it, or even the biathlons, whatever. I saw both those events here recent on the Olympics, and it was really interesting because you don't get to see those type of events a whole lot.
No.
Actually, Wide World of Sports, when it first came out, that was kind of the whole purpose of that show program, was to capture, and broadcast the sports that
aren't mainstream.
The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
So I watched a curling match the other day, and it was interesting. I still am like, what's the goal or whatever?
Yeah.
It's shuffleboard on ice.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's shuffleboard. That's what I told my daughter, because she's like, "What's the mean?" I'm like, "It's like shuffleboard on ice, basically."
I do like watching bobsledding, though. That is one sport in the Olympics that I always enjoy. The 2-man, luge. I'm like, man, I would hate to be the person on the bottom going down.
That's like,
you got dead weight on top of you, and you're hitting. Oh my God, I can't breathe.
You got dead weight on your crotch.
Yeah.
I mean,
if you're on that team, does that make you a luger?
Sure. And you're from Indiana.
Good one, Gary. Oh my gosh.
Speaking about, I still like the idea of the Olympics and so on and so forth, but probably about half of the Winter Olympics are sports like figure skating and these kind of sports that just bums that are watching on TV could never figure out how they score them. That was great. That was great. What? They only got a 5 on that? What the heck?
Who's scoring this? The French judges?
What the heck is a triple sow cow?
Yeah, really? Are they milking somebody? But some of the downhill and the ones that are
teach. Can you milk me, Greg?
Wow.
So the ones that has a definitive ending, or like hockey, who's got the most goals at the end is the winner. Yeah. Or even in luge or downhill skiing or whatever, who crosses the finish or whoever has the best time wins.
Best time, yeah. Yeah, ice skating is the one it's like, well, and they kind of do that with like diving in the Summer Olympics.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all about, they score them.
Scoring, not computers score, so.
Yeah, it's not about, with the other sports where you have like time, your time finishes, or you have scores that, happen because of goals or because of how close you are to the marker or anything like that. I mean, it's completely different.
I totally get what you're saying and all that. And I'll say this, as far as, with the martial arts, I go to a lot of competitions and I judge.
Yeah.
And so you guys both, it's a judgment call. It's based on what that particular person is seeing and, likes about what's taking place, whatever. And that can be difficult as a judge because, you got mom or dad in the stands and why a score like that or what? Well, that's why it's a judgment call.
Yeah.
I think. And I think that gets lost by the wayside, if you will, because everybody sees differently.
Yeah.
That's kind of the problem. There's no definitive way of knowing.
Exactly.
Not judging sports like you do, and like we're talking about with figure skating and so on.
He's not judging you. He's just saying.
It's in football. It's in baseball. It's in basketball. How's that not a foul? How'd you not?
Yeah. Part of the game, if you will. Yeah.
Well, and when it comes down to judging, I mean, you have judges that are more technical. Look at technical stuff than they do, other stuff, and then you have other judges that are looking more at how the present, how each performer is presenting themselves. So it's like you have different calls when it comes to judging, and it depends on what it is. I mean, in karate, it's one thing. It could be one thing, and ice skating, dog shows, yes.
I mean,
man, look at the size of that poop. Oh, he gets a big score.
Well, that's a bunch of crap.
Bye-bye.
Look at the legs on that dog.
But think about this. This is wise words from Doc Lib. The good book says, judge not. And that's because God knew that everybody would get upset at each other if we kept judging all these things like that.
Yes.
The end.
Exactly. The end.
Fractured philosophy. Easy for you to say.
Well, I'll tell you, we kind of mentioned it earlier about, talking about sports that you didn't pay attention to before that you are now. And I kind of did this with the Summer Olympics, rugby in the Summer Olympics. Curling. I really got into it. I mean, just by watching it before, the mixed U.S. doubles team, did as well as they did. I was actually watching it, at the start, because it's an interesting sport. I mean, the fact that you're, like we said, shuffleboard on ice, basically. But it's just whoever, it's like a target. The way this, it is, so it's like you're doing target pattern. You're trying to get that stone closest to the center circle as possible, without, getting knocked out. And that's how you get your points. So it's just something like, so that intrigued me a lot with this Olympics compared to, to the past.
Yeah, that did, because just the normal guy can look at that curling and say, I can sweep the floor.
Sure, I can sweep ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how the normal guy looks like. Yeah, I can sweep ice too.
Yeah.
That guy's an ice hole.
Yeah, really. Hold up. What's good, just normal people sports that they have at picnics and stuff. Cornhole.
Yeah.
You're trying to hit a target. Horseshoe. You're trying to get the horseshoe closest to the peg. I mean, that's basically curling, except it's on ice and it looks weird. But anyway.
You reminded me of I'm sorry, it's a karate thing, but I was talking to a friend that she studied sword. Okay. Yeah. And she went to this demonstration type event or whatever, and this guy went first to do a sword cut on bamboo pole or whatever. He gets up there and he goes through the motions and he sends the piece flying like 30 feet away. And the crowd was like, oh, wow, blah, blah, blah. And my friend Laura, she's like, no, that's not how it works. She goes up, slices, and drops it right next to the stand or whatever. That's how you do it, So it's like the understanding of a sport is not always about brawn. Skill and precision and things like that. It's like I heard a comedian talk about the biathlon, cross-country skiing and target shooting.
Yeah.
He said, who thought of that sport? You go in the forest, I'm coming out in first place. I may be low on ammo, but I'm coming out in first place. But, accuracy, precision, and stuff like that is important, too.
It is. I mean,
I'm going to be an Olympic athlete I'm going to sweep. I do janitorial work on the side, but
the hard part of that is standing up on ice. So hey,
yeah.
Well, if you notice, I mean, if you were watching them, they wear like special shoes. You can see there's something on the bottom of their shoes, so it's just not like they're wearing like a regular sneaker.
So they're just like a janitor in spikes.
Yeah. But I mean, the way they're moving, though, it's like, I mean, I was watching, on
Come on, Gary, let's get politically correct. It's maintenance on ice. Not janitor.
That's not much maintenance, really.
Yeah.
You want to go to the technical, let's clean ice. But, it's just, watching the way he's moving with the, I forget what I was saying because you guys cut me off.
Tommy K did it.
Yeah,
wait a minute.
Job.
What?
He exactly did his job.
Ow!
That's what exactly it is. But no, but when it comes to the event that kind of, I wasn't paying attention at first, but started watching was was pretty much curling. I mean, I still watch it for. It's funny, as the years have gone when it comes, and I know, like we talked about the Winter Olympics has kind of gone not downhill, but it's not the same as it was when we were younger. But it's like it's weird because like in the 80s and even the 90s, I mean, when Team USA beat Russia in 81, that was huge. That was like a moment. Mm-hmm. And so ice hockey was, and ice hockey has always been popular, for me since I was 18, but the funny thing is in my house growing up, my parents would always watch, we talked about early ice skating. And I'm just like, yeah, they're dancing on ice. I mean, and the fact is I shouldn't make a comment like that because I'm not a great ice skater. I get on the ice and, it takes me a bit to even get used to I couldn't do anything that they're doing. I mean, that's not even possible. I try to jump and I'll fall on my ass, but I mean, that's just, me, but it's just, it's weird how things change over the years of what sports you like when it comes to the Olympics. Sometimes you still like the same ones year after year, people are like that, but mine has changed over the years. I still like the ones, but I've started liking new ones as well as I've gotten older.
Mm-hmm.
So, but
kind of makes sense.
Yeah, but anyways, some Winter Olympic facts for you guys, if I can share them. Can you name the top nation in the Winter Olympics off the top of your head?
Like, are we talking like overall throughout the years?
Leading all-time medal table. All time.
Are we talking just Winter Olympics?
Just Winter Olympics.
Sweden.
Close.
Norway.
I was actually
Norway.
He got to say two answers. Man.
He did not limit the number of answers.
Where's my buzzer? Why isn't my buzzer not working?
Can you name
what is Iowa?
There's three. There's three. Norway leads in all-time medals, but who are the other two?
Russia.
Second and third?
Yeah.
Russia's not a bad.
Nope. It's not Russia.
That was a suggestion. That wasn't my answer. I was just suggesting that to Tommy K.
Austria?
Nope. Think of my last name.
Germany.
That's one of them.
Your last name's not Germany.
Wait. East.
East.
Yeah, how did they combine when East and West was divided? Did they just come up with the medals? Did they combine them together?
I don't know. I know.
See, that's very important.
It just says Germany. It just says Germany. It doesn't say East Germany. It does say West Germany.
So Germany then or was Germany second?
Germany was second.
Who's third then?
Switzerland.
The United States.
Oh, the United States.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's not a surprise.
I'm not doubting United States. I'm just thinking as far as history and how far back it went.
Oh yeah.
Well, wow. Well, great. That's awesome.
And here's I'll give you the most decorated winter athlete, which is pretty much the Michael Phelps of the Winter Olympics, is Norwegian cross-country skier Marit Bjorgen, if I'm saying his last name.
I think so.
Holds the record with 15 medals.
I watched his cross-country skiing or whatever, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Pretty
amazing.
That's
not one of my favorites.
That's not one of your favorites.
Have you ever did cross-country skiing?
Let me think.
I did.
I've never had a pair of skis on, so probably not.
I've had water skis on. I haven't had.
Well, I did do water skiing, so
cross-country skiing can be a challenge.
Yeah,
without question.
Well, I didn't say it wasn't a challenge, but man, it's not very fun to watch.
Can we mute him for a second? I want to talk here.
Well, now you know how we feel.
Yeah. Wow.
Head rush. That was a good movie. Oh gosh.
Cross-country skiing was a challenge.
Yeah, so you were saying cross-country skiing is a challenge. See, this is what happens, I lost my train of thought.
Just the movement, with your feet do come up off the skis, to move them and stuff. And I remember trying it, and it was like, wow, this is not as easy as it looks, or as easy as they make it look.
B-Dub Wagner here, or B-Dub Germany here, brought up about ice skating. I used to ice skate when I was a kid and stuff like that, but I, as an adult, tried to put some ice skates on. Wow.
Yeah.
Your feet just want to bend over and your ankles want to break and everything.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah, because especially if you don't do it on a daily basis, it's like you can't, you're not used to that.
Exactly.
You're used to having flat feet down there. And when you have these two blades underneath your, your feet, you're like going, what the heck?
Yeah.
Have you seen like the roller skate rinks? They have the
inline
PVC piping.
Yeah.
Like a little triangle on wheels.
Yeah.
I had to use one a few years back because I hadn't been on roller skates in a long time. And once I put them on, it was like, whoa, kind of felt like the Fonz, in that episode where you're just standing on the wall,
like
looking cool. The Fonz.
The Fonz.
I thought he said the thongs.
How do we get back to that?
How did we get back to thongs? Valentine's Day. Well, that is one of the thongs of all time.
I had to use one of those little skate walkers or whatever to get on the rake because I was like, man, who's that old guy doing that? Yeah, I'll show you.
That is way better than falling on your butt 14 times in front of a whole bunch of people.
Yes. Exactly. But anyway.
And part of that 14 times getting up is trying to get back up and you fall down. Oh, I got this down.
You got to crawl over to the rails.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Or you tackle a go-buyer to use them.
We just coined a new word. Go-buyer.
Only Tommy Gay can come up with a new word. But do you know the first games were in 1924, hosted in France, with 16 nations and 16 events, including figure skating, speed skating, and ice hockey?
Nope, did not know that.
Yeah, that was before pros took over.
What year again?
1924.
Wow.
The youngest gold medalist is also from Norway. It's Sonja Henie.
Oh, I remember her.
She was 15 years old when she won figure skating gold in 1928.
You remember her.
I do.
Watch her? I'm just kidding.
And
I saw her on TV.
I remember the name.
Here's the interesting thing. There was a time where a medalist didn't receive his medal. He had to wait 50 years to receive his medal. 1984 ski jumping bronze medal by Anders Haugen after a scoring error was found. So he didn't get his bronze medal until 50 years after the 1924 Olympics.
Wow.
Because of a scoring error.
The 19 what Olympics?
24.
1924.
Oh, well, how did they figure out there was a scoring error? Because
what I read about is somebody that was doing research on it found the error in the scoring.
Like a tabulation error, maybe.
Yeah, it was like a tabulation error or something. Okay. And there's been only one double gold winner in the Olympics, and that was Eddie Eakin of the USA. He's the only person to win a gold medal in both the summer 1920 for boxing and winter 1932 for bobsledding.
Wow!
So he competed in both of them.
Did you see the Jamaican? Or no, was he from Haiti? Cross country skier?
No.
Of the current Olympics or whatever. Yeah, he represented. He was the only one from Haiti.
Mm-hmm.
And he participated in the cross country skiing events.
Oh, really?
Or whatever. Yeah, it's kind of neat.
Huh.
Just interesting, I guess.
It is interesting. Well, there used to be animals in the Olympics.
I did not know that.
Such as sled dogs who have previously participated in Olympic events. And I think they actually had horses at one time, too, when I was reading something in it. I'm trying to remember what the name of the event was. I think it's ski jarring. I think is how it was pronounced. They said it's like water polo.
Really? With a horse?
It's not water polo, but it's like polo, water polo on ice, or ice polo, whatever you want to call it.
With a horse?
With yeah, but
I mean, a horse on ice.
You know what? I have to look it up.
Yikes!
Because now it's like
horse's ice.
Horse's ice.
Wow!
Like ski driving is what it's called. Where it's a winter sport where a person on skis. It's a winter sport where a person on skis is towed by a horse, dogs, or motor vehicle. And it was actually an Olympic. It was actually an Olympic event.
Sounds, I don't even know.
yeah. But you know that there was a time where the Winter Olympics was canceled? Actually, it wasn't held in 1940 or 1944 due to World War II. So, and actually, the coldest games was in 1998 in Japan, where they saw temperature drop well below freezing. So
imagine having Winter Olympics somewhere where it was below freezing.
But
okay, so I have a question. Would you, if you had the capability, the money, whatever, to be able to go to the Olympics, like vacation over to, which would you choose, Winter or Summer Olympics?
Summer.
I mean, a lot of people probably would say summer.
I want to be warm.
I think I just don't want to be hot. That's the biggest thing. I don't mind being warm.
Plus, I like track and field and swimming, and there's a lot of stuff in the Summer Olympics that I dislike stuff in the Winter Olympics, but
it's just a question.
The Summer Olympics I like more. Yeah.
Well, and there was
they don't do baseball anymore, do they? Or do they?
Yeah, they still do baseball in the Summer Olympics.
Oh. I enjoyed it.
I thought they did. I mean, I thought they did.
Yeah.
Well, the first televised games was in 1960, and it was first to be broadcast on Live American TV with Walt Disney overseeing the ceremonies.
Really?
Yes. It was in Sauk Valley, the Sauk Valley games. Like apparently, I guess it was in California, maybe.
You know what the history of that?
What's that?
The 60 Olympics was when Herb Brooks was cut from the hockey team during those Olympics, and so he came back 20 years later to coach them to gold. I will say when they say miracle on ice, there's no better way to say it. Yeah. There too. Al Michaels' call is just.
Oh yeah, it's legendary.
Yeah, legendary. I remember that game so well, watching it at my parents' house growing up, and I was just I mean, it was just Jerry Maguire when he says the qua.
Yeah,
that was it.
That was the qua.
It was the qua of sports for me.
Well, and there was so much going because the Russians were so dominating for 20 plus years.
Yeah,
and you have this U.S. team that was all amateurs. You know, they were pretty much either from Boston or Minnesota, and I mean, some of the movie, if you watch Miracle, some of it is played up. I mean, it didn't actually happen the way that they said it does if you actually look at some of the history or read up about some of the history. But it's still, that movie, I love watching. I actually just watched that movie the other night because I
did too a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I wanted to see it again because I just love that movie. And Kurt Russell did great as Herb Brooks in that movie. I thought all of them did, but since he was playing the main character pretty much in that. But yeah, it was awesome when it came to that. But do you know that there was an Olympics that didn't have actual snow? They used artificial snow, and this is probably not the first time. Well, this is probably the first time that they used artificial snow for this certain Olympics. But due to a snow shortage in the 1964 games, required the Austrian army to deliver 50,000 cubic yards of snow due to a shortage.
Wow.
Yeah. And of course, nowadays, I mean, I don't, go skiing.
So it was in Austria?
So where'd they go to get the snow? Haiti?
Yeah, that's where they went. But I mean, a lot of the ski mountains probably use artificial snow to begin with because there's no way.
I wonder if skiers can tell a difference.
Well, I mean, when you say artificial snow, it's really snow, but it's kind of man-made because they use
it's just
water.
Man-made
it's crystallized water, So I don't think there's probably a huge difference. I would think, but
just curious.
I mean, I would think. I don't know, but
yeah,
it is interesting though that they had to go, export snow, import whatever. I wonder if a country taxed them for it. Well, if you're going to take our snow, we can make some.
That was it. The tariff was too high, and
the tariff was too high.
Snow.
Yes,
I remember when the Minnesota Vikings wanted to haul snow into the, I think maybe the Silver Dome. They was in the Super Bowl, and the NFL wouldn't let them.
Yeah,
look at all the stuff they let them do now. They want to put snow on their sidelines, which I thought was kind of cool.
Yeah. And since we were talking about skiing, freestyle skiing was formerly referred to as hot dogging before its inclusion in the Olympics. And get this, we were talking about curling earlier. The curling stones are made from a particular granite found on a small island off the coast of Scotland.
Where Stonehenge is?
Yeah, exactly.
Seriously?
No.
Could you imagine a guy chiseling away? Sir, what are you doing? I'm preparing for my curling event.
I'm making my stone, David.
Stones here at Stonehenge.
Well, and then, getting back to the Olympics, that until 1992, the Winter and Summer Games, you probably remember this, were held in the same year. And then the current 2-year staggering cycle began with the 94 Lillehammer Games. So, and that's
I'm glad they did that.
Yeah. Yeah.
A nice, I guess, break or.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I didn't. I was okay with either way, really.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool when it was 4 years because this is Olympic year, and.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but it's still cool because, like you said, it happens every 2 years. But
yeah, it's nice. It's nice having that little break between them.
Yeah,
because if you get invested in it, and like I said, some people are, but again, with streaming services and stuff, and the fact that you can watch it, nowadays whenever you feel like it, compared to before streaming services where you actually had to watch it on regular TV, it makes a lot of difference. But those are the facts I have when it comes to Winter Olympics, and that's pretty much all I had for this time around. So we will get back on our music topic next week with covering, because we did what we talk about, one hit. We do cover songs or one hit wonders.
No, well, I talked about doing cover songs.
Okay,
but
we can do cover songs.
But did we do one hit wonders the last time that we was together, right?
I don't know. Brian took off on us. Went on some cruise. So I don't remember.
I don't remember. Yeah, because my brain doesn't last that long.
No, we talked about the worst song. We talked about the worst songs of all time. That was
okay.
That's what we talked about last time. Yeah. So we still got some music topics left. So we'll do cover songs next time, and then down the road we'll do one hit wonders, because there are some good one hit wonders out there that.
Yeah, you're right.
You know.
There's probably some bad ones too.
Some bad ones too, yes. Well, there's some bad cover songs as well.
That's true.
So, and there's some really good ones. I mean, there's some that you don't realize were cover songs from somebody else.
That's the ones I looked into, was ones that people probably don't realize that did better as the cover song than they did as the original. And some of them are pretty surprising. A lot of them we'll know, but
yeah.
And we'll talk about it next week. I don't want to.
We will talk about it next time. But, yep, that's all I got. So, until then, this is B-Dub. Tommy K. Dr. Lib. And you've been watching the We Is Smart podcast. Yeah.